So thank you for coming back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I am filming videos in rapid succession because I have the time to do so. So yes, I'm wearing the same shirt. I am wearing the same leggings. My hair is exactly the same, and I have no makeup on. I don't care. I just don't care. So a lot of people hesitate on tattoos because they want it to mean something, and I totally get that. Like, that is a huge thing. You do not want to, like, tattoos are permanent. They are so permanent. It costs more for laser removal than it does for a cover-up or whatever. So make sure you're happy when you've seen the design. Make sure you kind of know what you want. So anyways, both of my tattoos have meaning, but the second and most recent one, and by recent I mean like less than 2 days ago, my first one does have meaning, and so I hate when people are like, oh, it's just another white girl tattoo. And I'm like, yeah, I'm white. Yes, I'm a girl. But you're now gonna get a 5-minute rant from me because of your crap assumptions of my taste in tattoos. The anchor represents the fact that my dad was in the Navy for years, and it was matching with my father, and I like flowers, I like roses, pink is my favorite color. So yeah, it had meaning, and then it also had stuff I liked about it. And you should always maybe add in a fun factor to your tattoo if it has meaning. Now, if it has meaning and you just want to leave it at, like, you know, if I had wanted to leave it at the basic anchor, fine. You know, you do you, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then, my second and again most recent tattoo is a professional way to say screw the world, you know, screw you, everyone who's wronged me. I'm not letting it knock me down type thing. In fact, like, the owner of the shop and my tattoo artist kind of had, like, a bet going as to, like, whether mine were song lyrics or not. Because I was kind of like a basic white girl, if you will, type thing. It was a flower with lyrics around it. Although they both really liked the saying before they knew that it was a song. I even thought about changing the wording, but he'd already done the sketch, and I don't know, I didn't want to change the wording. So the song lyric is from a Natasha Bedingfield song called Stray. And I could literally probably be happy with, like, the entire song lyric, the entire song covering my back, but that's a little much. So the lyrics that I chose from it: I'm only one voice in a million, but you ain't taking that from me. And I've had a crappy couple of weeks with school, and then I had a really crappy Wednesday, and so Wednesday night it was like, ink therapy, because while I was getting tattooed, I was actually supposed to be in a meeting to do a fieldwork interview with a lawyer who had cross-examined me during a court case. Again, cross-examined me. I was on pressing charges. I have never been in trouble with the law, except being, like, out past curfew and them telling me to go home. But I've never been arrested, whatever. Moving on. So, that's the thing. I don't shut up. I will, and, like, you know, literally, I talk a lot. the thing is when I see something wrong, I speak out. I don't care if I annoy the dean of students every freaking semester, but if I see something wrong, if I'm worried about someone at my school, I will say something to administration at my school. I will walk in crying to disability services if I'm having like a rough day, or someone, get this, I've had more people bully me about my disability since being out of high school than I did while in public K through 12 school. People suck. Not all people, but people kind of suck. And I just needed, ink therapy that day because I was supposed to be field work interviewing someone, but he had canceled because he felt uncomfortable. And then his paralegal had told me that he had never had any intention of meeting me. And I was a wreck. Like, I was crying. It was bad. It was super crappy. I was so excited for this. I was going to remain professional, all of that crap. And then he cancels, like, less than 20 hours before, mind you. And I had some stuff going on with, like, a teacher at school, him kind of just being, not knowing how to deal with a student with a disability in their classroom, and breaking HIPAA. And this is leading to a meeting. What time? I have a car, didn't I? I don't know. Anyways. So I have a meeting sometime next week because of this teacher. So yeah, rough couple of weeks. And so the words really embody who I am. In fact, I am building my own major when I change from a community college to a university. I'm literally building my own major that I get to title, and I am titling it Disability Services with Social Advocacy. And I'm taking the social advocacy on there because that's me. That's just me speaking out all the time. And I don't care about it. Like, yeah, it sucks that I'm always having conflict with teachers and that I'm constantly in, like, student engagement or meeting with, like, my disability representative, case handler at school. And I just, it just really embodies, the words really embody who I am. So that's the part that I didn't regret. Yes, I was getting it because I was super freaking upset about this lawyer canceling a meeting. It really screws up my paper. Then my favorite color is pink. Fun fact. Then my favorite flower is actually a daisy. Even though I have roses were on my first tattoo. I love daisies. And I love crazy prints. And so when I Google image searched abstract art daisies, this particular picture popped up, and I was like, I love that. Like, I instantly knew that's kind of what I wanted on my body. And I'll post a picture that was also on my Instagram of my tattoo transformation from the picture I sent the artist to what I ended up with. So yeah, the lyrics really embody who I am. That little excerpt I'm only one voice in a million, but you ain't taking that from me. It's kind of like the saying, I believe, from Albert Einstein, like, the one thing, like, people can't take away from you is your knowledge. The other thing is that it's hard to take away someone's voice, and I don't mean that, like, literally your voice box, but it is, and the sound doesn't mean that either. It's all about, like, speaking up, speaking out, knowing who you are, kind of screwing the world because whatever, the world kind of sucks. And, you know, that's what it is, and those are fit my personality perfectly. My first semester back to college, I actually, with the help of a classmate and a teacher, helped pass a law against my school that I currently attend, and am hoping to leave at the end of this semester, and we're in the fall semester, so I'm hoping to be at a different college by the spring, but it's just whether or not they accept my transcripts. Yeah. Anyways, so moving on. That's that. That's why I got the tattoo. That's the lyrics I got. I like the artwork. Yes, it was on a whim. Judge me if you will for that. But I know I'm not gonna regret it. No regrets. The biggest thing for me, though, going into that tattoo, which I said in the reply email to Mile High Inc., was that I want the text to be readable. I do not want people constantly asking me what it says. Like, when they're up close and they're like, what does it say? Because I can't read it because it's in, like, stupid calligraphy or it's in another language, whatever. Not to diss on people who have that kind of thing. It's you, it's your body. If you like the art, you like the art. That's how I feel about words on tattoos. And with this tattoo, I will probably, in about a year or two, get the words touched up so that they are a little bit bolder and stick out. I might even have them put, like, some white wisps in it so that it does stand out against all the other background color. But my coworker was able to read. All my coworkers at my bank job were able to read it. I only got asked, like, over text by some people, and I only got asked when someone was sitting across the room from me. He could see that there was lettering, so that's a plus, and so I told him what the entire thing said. And so that was that. So have a good day, and since I am a sign language-based channel, what do we, alright, what should I teach you? Strong. So this is strong. So I'm a very strong individual. So, strong, just like your, shrug your shoulders like, I'm strong. That kind of thing. So, have a good day. Thank you for watching.